G'day, today I thought the Mini Motorways daily challenge sounded interesting, so I thought we might give this one a go. So the terms of this one are you get no weekly upgrades, only road tiles, and you start off with 4 traffic lights. Now I think you also start off with probably 1 bridge in this level too, so yeah, this will be an interesting one. I guess you're not getting, unless you're getting increased road tiles, this could really be a nice tricky one to take on, so it could be some fun. I don't think there's a river that sort of cuts all the way through, so for the most part we're just going to have to work our way around bodies of water, and then in case of emergency we've got that one bridge to use. And then we'll see if we need our traffic lights at all. Okay. Let's give the closer one to him. We'll let these two work on this guy, and obviously if we get another red house somewhere here, we'll give it to this. We'll give that guy to him. Alright, cool. So that's an easy workaround. Them attaching to their warehouse without having to travel over the top of that water. So far, so good. Alright, we can't sneak around the bottom of him yet. But as soon as we can, we'll attach him. I don't think we need to until it's available. How early in the game we are, these guys should easily be able to manage a warehouse on their own. Not sure if I've said this before on a Beijing map, but I have been to Beijing and I cannot place these bodies of water at all. I don't have no context of say where Tiananmen Square is or anything on here, but I don't remember where there were bodies of water. I remember crossing a river at some point that was west of Tiananmen Square, like sort of north and west, I think. Don't worry about connecting those two guys. Yep. Go. Maybe while this is taking its time, maybe I should look up Beijing and see if I can work out, I guess, my main marker of where Tiananmen Square is in relation to the waterways. That's why we don't need that guy just yet. I mean, to connect, I'll have to go all the way around this until we get a point where we can run him underneath, and then they can occupy through here. I guess what we'll do is have them at least connect this direction, because that's where we want to go. Oh, what do we choose? Let's go the road tiles. Okay. These guys we can connect in here. So what that means is that we'll have them whip around there, and then we'll have him connect this way. And these guys can swing through here, and we'll get them to help out. Pause for a second. Get them to connect to him and give that one across to him for now. So he's just got the 2, but it would more likely be we give all of these guys to him if this becomes a little bit bigger. And And then we'll connect him across there. I'm looking at a map of Beijing and I still can't quite work out which bodies of water we're talking about because it's a massive city. Unless we're very far in, I still can't place it. So if anyone is watching from Beijing, congratulations, you've gotten around the Chinese firewall. And yeah, let me know. Essentially, I think the easiest way to explain it, if you do explain it, if Tiananmen Square was on this map, where would it be? Okay, now this is getting a little bit tricky. Because I say we have to also get these guys attached. Oh no, there we go, cool. We'll just pause that for a second. Firstly, what we'll do is we'll swing these guys around the bottom. We'll get them to attach to him. And then we'll give yellow that connection too. We can have these guys connect there. And what that means is we can actually disconnect that. Bring these two guys around. Have these guys connect this way. May as well try and... we'll leave him connecting how he was. And we can get rid of that, so this guy's moving more efficiently. If this extends down one, what we'll do is we'll move yellow down another row, so that grey have their own line and then yellow have their own line below that. So let's swing this up across there and we'll give him across to that one, but we'll leave that connection there just so that he can switch back if we need to. Right. So I guess... So he has to connect upwards. So unless I use my one bridge on him, my only bet is that, and then have him connect here. I could swing one of these guys down to help out if need be. Oh, got him there to help. Perfect. So what we could do is use him. I wonder if what I should do is just block out this. Not one for blocking a lot, but when we lose things like bridges and motorways, I guess you've got to play into it a little bit. Okay. What we've also now got is this lower road. So let's first split yellow off. Like so. Now this is green and grey. Now I've disconnected green from this as well. I think that's okay for now. And because yellow and red are going to the exact same place, they're completely fine to share the same road. They're essentially two halves of the same colour. Because they're both going to that same destination. So if they need to share roads, so be it. We'll just keep an eye on this guy to see how he does. Take him off that, just so these guys don't slow down as they come into that, to stop that being a four-way intersection when they park. these extra red houses will definitely help, because it's a pretty long journey they're having to go on. Speaking of a long journey... So either we're going to have to connect these guys to this green, give up that bridge, then give these guys the bridge that'll let them get to them, or I could just extend this out, but he's only got 3 houses down there, so I feel like we are going to have to give up this bridge. And so just turn him around there for now. Connect them, and we'll disconnect them from grey. We get as the bridge reclaimed. We will leave his road running to there, just so I don't forget. So if I can give up this bridge for whatever reason, then at least we can shift him back. Now I doubt that we will ever give it up. Well, I'd say this house has almost done a good enough job blocking over here. Get rid of almost all of those pieces of road. I don't think there's any urgency to get him connected anywhere. Well, that might change it a little bit. To connect him, he'd have to cut across his roads, which is okay. It does create a 4-way intersection. Don't want. Let's clean that up again. Do that. So it just sort of means that I don't expect him to be needed, but if he is, we can access him. We're looking pretty good so far. Alright, we'll pause for a second. What we'll do is we'll swing him down there, because since red and green and yellow are all sharing this, if we can have one yellow coming the other way, that definitely won't hurt. Cool. Send all these guys across. Down. They can look after him. We have to keep an eye on this guy because he's only got 2 houses looking after him. This guy's definitely more than looked after. Certainly the sort of situation where it'd be nice that I could build a motorway up here and then bounce them down here to look at help out, but okay. Let's think about this. So these 2 houses here aren't currently being used. His demand isn't bad enough that these guys up here are also being called. So what we'll do is we'll just send 1 house around, help out there, because I don't think he'll be too busy at the moment either. Now we need to address this yellow guy here though. He is struggling. So what we could do, we've got 3 houses looking after him, we've got 4 looking after him. There's 4 looking after him, so we could try and get this guy to cut along. He's gonna have to pass through that. Might put him up this way. Cut him that way. Give him 2 more for now just to clean it up, and we will use a traffic light there. Because I don't expect there to be too much traffic coming from this. And we don't want these guys slowing down as they pass through. So I'll sort of use that for a little bit of efficiency. I could connect him, but you can see this guy's not even being used yet, so I'll just leave him in reserve. There's another blue house to help out anyway. I feel like I've got not enough yellow houses for the demand at the moment. Helps out a little bit. There's nothing I can really do with these yellow houses to avoid them having to highway hop here. Will turn him around just because I don't want him. Actually, he'll go out that way. That gets really busy. And we'll use another set of traffic lights on there. What this should do is reduce the amount of these guys here are being used. Now, what we also should do, make a road between these two. So these 4 houses here can be used, because you can see these 2 guys aren't doing anything. They're also sort of operating in a reserve capacity. We may as well allow these 4 houses to pass up to this guy. Now the danger in what we've got set up here... Okay, let's pause for a second. The danger in what we have set up here is that these yellow houses are connected all the way through this system to this guy. So if this guy overloads, potentially you could have houses running from all the way, or say if this guy overloads, you could have houses running all the way through the system in order to sort of try and correct issues. And that's where it's a danger that we've got everything having to sort of connect and help each other out. But let me just change this guy. Sorry, this is what I need to address right now. We've got plenty of houses down for him, and he's still running poorly. We've got 4 houses for him, 2 for him, 2 for him. So we need to get a few more of these houses to connect to him directly. There's no real sort of connection that we can do. So what we might just do is attach those guys there. Okay. Now there's definitely plenty of guys down here, enough so much that we can just have that connect, and that grey community should be able to take care of both. Turn him around, he's a helpful get. Now this neighborhood here would be fantastic to connect to that, just for that bridge. Now I would say that this guy is looked after. We don't need these guys connecting through to him anymore. Knock that out and turn these guys back around. Oh, I'll leave that there just so we don't get extra houses in that section. And we'll connect him that way. Still no way that we can get... Because of these 2 houses here, they're actually doing the work on that. What we can possibly do is just extend this road out a little bit, then make a road for these 2 guys to come in. Because you can see these 3 guys aren't currently moving. It's fallen to these 2 houses to actually do the main amount of help over here. Alright. Another one in a really weird spot where we've got our red houses. Probably my own fault for removing that road, but that's fallen up there. Well, I feel like what we're going to have to do is turn him around to there. And have the road that I already removed re-added to connect these guys. We should turn this guy around so he's going to benefit the one who's actually nearby. It's light blue neighborhood cropping up down here, but really any use that I can see. This guy going circular would probably be the real killer, I'd say, because I can't see how I would address him. Now these guys are getting bad, both the greys. Him in particular. This guy also needs a bit more help. Now, we've got this extra line down the bottom that, because I've got these grey houses on, I can't really utilise. Would have been good to try and find a use for previously, since we didn't. Make an angle across like that. So these guys can go assist, even if it's just a quick surge of help. Let's get this guy here to come over too. Let's consider if we can do anything with this neighborhood. So if we join them all in together, them cross, and give them a traffic light there and there. I suppose we can connect these two guys as well. I gotta move quick. There's a lot of mess going on here. Even if we can just chip to 2,000, I think that would be my goal at this point, but I'm not sure this guy's going to make it. Not enough cars currently heading up his way, I think, to address his current ticks. Whoa. They're holding on by a thread. You can see the amount of congestion that these guys are hitting when they're getting down here. That's going to be a problem. Let's get those guys to quickly try and get up there and just let us sneak that 2,000 in. Lovely, there we go. Okay. We're just making a mess of this now. I think that's going to be the last one that goes a little bit too far out. There we go. Just over 2,000. Really nice challenge, that one. Yeah, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. But until next time, catch you later. See ya.